The Delimitation Controversy latest news. The defeat of the Constitution, 131st Amendment, Bill, 2026 in the Lok Sabha, along with the associated Delimitation Bill and Union Territory Bill, has reignited one of India's most politically charged constitutional debates. While the immediate legislative push has failed, the underlying issue, the redrawing of parliamentary constituency boundaries based on updated population data, remains very much alive. It will demand resolution before census figures are published. The three bills. Objectives: advance the operationalization of the Women's Reservation Law, 106th Constitutional Amendment, 2023, which mandates that reservation for women in Lok Sabha and state assemblies can only take effect after delimitation. Expand the total number of seats in the Lok Sabha in an enlarged House. Their defeat means both women's reservation in Parliament and the seat expansion remain stalled. The constitutional framework. Understanding Article 81, it governs the composition of the Lok Sabha. Article 81, 2a. Interstate seat distribution mandates that seats are allotted to each state in proportion to its population, ensuring one person, one vote, one value. This has been frozen at 1971 census levels. Article 81, 2b. Intrastate delimitation requires that constituencies within each state are drawn proportionally. This has been frozen at 2001 census levels. Article 81, 3. The freeze clause. This clause explicitly extends the above freezes until the relevant figures for the first census taken after the year 2026 have been published. History of the freeze. 1976, first freeze, 42nd Amendment, incentivized states to adopt family planning. 2001, extended freeze, 84th Amendment, protect southern states, freeze extended 25 years to 2026. 2026, freeze set to expire, census ongoing, political battle reignited. The North-South divide. Who gains, who loses? This is the sharpest political fault line in the debate. Gainers, states likely to gain seats, higher population growth since 1971, are Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra. Losers, states likely to lose relative representation, lower population growth, are Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Telangana. Concerns. The constitutional principle of one person, one vote, one value embedded in Article 81 inherently favors states with larger populations rewarding higher birth rates. According to the southern states, this is constitutionally unjust given their demographic success. The census timeline and the legal trigger. The Cabinet announced on December 12, 2025, that Census 2026 will be conducted in two phases. House listing and housing census April to September 2026. Population enumeration February 2027, with earlier enumeration for snowbound regions like Ladakh, J&K, Himachal Pradesh, and Uttarakhand in September 2026. Census figures are expected to be available by late 2027. Once published, the current freeze under Article 81, 3, will automatically expire. According to former Lok Sabha Secretary General P.D.T. Achari, this will make a fresh delimitation based on updated population data constitutionally mandatory, unless Parliament amends Article 81 again to extend the freeze. Key challenges. Federal trust deficit. Southern states fear being constitutionally penalized for better governance and population control. Political arithmetic. Any delimitation that reduces the effective weight of Southern votes will face fierce resistance from regional parties. Women's reservation in limbo. The 2023 law cannot be operationalized without delimitation, leaving a landmark reform effectively frozen. Constitutional rigidity. Article 81, one person, one vote, leaves little room for a politically convenient solution without a constitutional amendment. Thin parliamentary majority. the defeat of the amendment bill itself signals that the ruling coalition lacks the numbers for such politically divisive legislation. Way forward. Another freeze. This would require a constitutional amendment with a special majority, making political consensus essential. Compensatory mechanisms, such as increasing total Lok Sabha seats, without reducing any state's current count, have been discussed as a middle path. Coalition factor. The ruling party's dependence on coalition partners from the South, TDP, may act as a political brake on any hasty delimitation push. Act fast, before census figures are officially published, likely late 2027, to prevent an automatic and politically explosive change in seat distribution. Conclusion. The defeat of the 131st Amendment Bill has merely postponed a politically sensitive constitutional question. As the post-2026 census data emerges, India must reconcile two competing principles: population-based democratic representation and fair federal balance among states. The delimitation debate will test India's cooperative federalism, constitutional adaptability, and political maturity. A carefully negotiated solution is essential to preserve both national unity and representative democracy.